Okay, good morning, witches of the moon. It is a beautiful Wednesday where I am right now, and this is currently the outside of my house. We've been here before. So this week we are talking about spiritual spaces, your personal, how you cleanse your personal body. And I think I kind of covered a little bit of how I go about cleansing my personal body in last week's video. So I wanted to take this as being a challenge almost, right? It's a way for me to step back and go, oh wait, you know what? I don't do that. And you know what? I really don't take care of my body. So, on that note, because I'm not gonna fake cleansing, but my daughter is asleep. I have the day off from work, so I'm going to sit out here, talk to you guys, and enjoy my time. And I'm recording it because I know when I watch it back, I'm going to think of how horrible this looks. This is what's tying in with my challenge. So my challenge to myself became, well, what do I do that is not really taking care of my spiritual body, the vessel of my spiritual body? Is smoking. One, I do not eat that healthy. I just kind of eat whatever I want. And I decided that in a way to deepen my spirituality, in a way to really be present in my spirituality, is I'm going to do a cleanse, and that is going to start next Monday. And in that cleanse, I am not going to have any red meat. I am going to eat healthy, so I'm going to come up with a meal plan for next week, and I am not going to smoke. I'm not sure if you can hear my cat currently in the background. Luna, Moon, what's the problem? Oh, Luna. She's chasing things. We live in the woods. So, okay, so that's my plan. Now, as far as what I do currently to cleanse, it is the selenite wand, which I've showed you, my holy water in the morning, which I showed. But in times where I really feel stressed out, a way for me to kind of rebalance myself is always using my tarot. I have a tarot that I specifically use for emotional discovery and some helping hands. So I will typically lean into the tarot and just pull a 3-card spread, asking the guides, asking spirit where I might need to focus on today, what needs to be the center of my attention for myself, and where I might need a little bit of extra help. My cat's crying. What are you doing? So that's another thing that I do. Always, showers are great. Incense is super easy and super great. Having prayer and meditation time really helps out as well. I'm sorry, you're hearing cars go by in the background. You know, anything that is going to make you recenter and refocus, that's all it is, right? For me, cleansing, unless you have like some seriously dark energy around you, then you do want to do the incense and the prayer all at the same time. But if it's just a daily cleanse from the yuckiness of outside, from the outside world, and the muck that you kind of bring home with you, shower. You know, it doesn't have to be so complicated. It doesn't have to be, I think this is pretty much what I've been saying since I started my videos, about keeping it simple and keeping things simplistic until you really get a hold. And then you know what? You'll start out simplistic. You'll start out with all these baby things, and not baby, but smaller ideas, smaller things. And then all of a sudden you go grandiose, and you're buying a lot of things, and you're hitting a totally new space in your practice. And then you go back down to minimal. So it's like when you first start out, you're buying all these herbs, every cleansing herb you can imagine. You're buying sage, you're buying sweetgrass, you're buying bay, you're frankincense, myrrh, copal, all of it. You got to have all of it to try it. And then you go, oh, okay, well, I like this. So really, it's just what makes you feel grounded, what makes you feel lighter. What for me, it's being outside. I love being out here. I love planting and rerouting and moving things around and kind of switching up the landscape of my yard. That makes me feel clean and purified. And you know what? That's usually when I'm the most physically dirty. I have my hands in the dirt. My knees are soaking wet from leaning into the grass and into the soil. But that's when I feel the most connected and that transfer of energy. And not to sound like a complete freaking hippie, but I have all these really great birch trees out here, and I will hug them and I put my hands on them. My neighbors probably think I'm cuckoo. They know it, but it's okay, because it's a way of naturally doing a like putting your energy through a cheesecloth. You know, when you pour it out and all the little herbs are left on top of the cheesecloth. That's what I envision when I touch a tree. Is I push my toxic energy out, bring it down through the tree or up through the tree, and then imagine the earth and the tree being that colander for me, and then going through and making it positive. So it's a way of just mentally transitioning your energy. I haven't watched anybody else's this week, so I'm not too sure if I'm even on the right track with this. I believe I am, so it's gonna, it's okay, I guess. But if anybody is interested in maybe joining in my physical for spiritual detox, I'll call it, let me know, and I'll post up on my personal channel recipes, prayer, that kind of stuff, and kind of get it moving with what I'm going to do with that. So, but I think that cleansing your personal body is very much like cleansing your outer space. If I didn't answer a question properly, or if you have any questions, please shoot a message underneath. Feel free to engage. I'm around. All right, lovely people of Witches of the Moon, have a blessed Wednesday, and I will see you all next week.